Okay, so we're now working on Susan for the case study. Again, I'm going to be a bit more liberal, use more intuitive corrections, but I will follow the protocol. And this is what you can do at the spirit stage. With Susan, we shall be doing a couple of things here. She said she's always had an anxiousness of around 4 out of 10 most of her life. So just sort of butterfly feeling, yeah?
Absolutely.
We've got 4 out of 10 right now. Her standing in her power, which is 10 is standing in your power, and she said she's a 6, so you've got 4 more steps to go, or 4 more little numbers there. Clicky knee when you squat, so we can test that one. And tiredness, so your energy levels are 6 out of 10, 10 out of 10 is high energy, and you'd be on a 6. So it kind of matches the same, your energy matches your power.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so all is good. Let's start there. We'll start with the protocol. I, Marisa, allow myself to be pure, clear conduit connection to all that exists, or source energy, or universal powers, or enlightened beings. That this healing is in Susan's highest good. I now request access to divine matrix, divine protection. Oh, that's nice. Divine blessings. Divine guidance. When I get this real flow through those, it's already existing. I don't have to struggle to get it so much for you. DNA coding, Sephiric healing forces, all very smooth. Healing and protective words of power. Permissions are granted. Very lovely. For healing to flow through Susan this moment, time, forever after. All right, let's archetype. Find your archetype. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually I like to work in an unlock. So through this, you'll see me working in an unlock. That's only because I like to swap and change. So you work, at this point you will know what feels comfortable for you to find your energy shift. I'm going to work moving side to side. I just work quicker. Helper. Okay, you've come in as the martyr. Put yourself second.
Oh, yes.
Think of other people.
Yes, too much.
Yes, and I think that's probably part of your job in life. Yeah, okay. Martyr. And I'm going to find the patterns: distrust, grief, guilt, hopeless, insecure, hurt, judgment, letting go, overwhelmed potential. Definitely power. Give your power away, affected by what's happening around you. You mentioned before you like to be more in your power.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily disempowered.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Let's find a second one: distrust, grief, guilt, hopeless, insecure, hurt, judgment, letting go, life purpose, overwhelmed potential, power, trapped, a vulnerability, victim, worthless. Okay, not a clear one, so I'll try it again. Distrust, grief, guilt, hopeless, judgment, letting go, life, purpose, potential, power, relation. Okay, that's a clear one. Sacrifice, which means you create ways to give more than you get back. So that can happen at work.
Yep.
It can happen in relationships. You might attract relationships that like you to listen to them more.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Than them listening to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's been throughout my life, though.
Yeah.
It was like that in my family too.
Was it?
Yeah.
So those are the two patterns. You create ways to sacrifice yourself and create ways to disempower yourself. Because that's what you're here to do, exactly opposite. Opposite of sacrifice is to nurture yourself, so you are now number one, and to empower yourself.
Yeah.
Let's look at the emotion that runs it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. Okay, overwhelmed, which means that things become too much to deal with. It just becomes all too much.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep. Again, that's been all through my life as
Oh, is
well. Starting from young, yeah.
So, because the opposite of overwhelm is having peace and just feeling tranquil. And you mentioned that you have some small level of anxiety. All of this, that is to do with this overwhelm. It's like you're already in a little bit of it all the time.
Yep. Absolutely.
So let's see where this all takes us. Let's look at your belief system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's a very clear one. That was power. A negative belief system about you standing in your power.
Yep.
Now let's see what it all originated from. And you are 38. You're kidding. Don't look at
Thank you.
38. 38, 30, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 14, 13, 12, 14, 13. Age 12. What do you recall at age 12?
Age 12 would have been going from...
It's either grade 6 or year
Yes.
7.
I would have been going... It was a big year for me. I was in primary school, I was in grade 6, about to move into high school. All of my friends were going to private, and I was the only one of my group of friends going to high school, and there were a group of girls above me that used to tease me. So I was very anxious about starting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're looking at... So overwhelmed, that would have been a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah, I was overwhelmed. I think I shut down to a certain point,
And disempowered by people around you, how they teased and so forth.
Yeah.
And then you become... Sacrifices is like when a bully wants to bully someone, you're sacrifice for it. You're the one that cops it when sacrifice comes up. It's like it's your expense for them to be able to do what they want to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that pattern is there at age 12.
Yeah.
Good. Great. Now I'm going to go and find which way to go. Energy, physics, emotion, spiritual. Okay. So we do have a negative attachment only because you disempower yourself.
Yeah.
And that's why, and I tell people, I go, we get these negative attachments not because we probably have mean thoughts, but only because we either feel guilty or feel disempowered.
Yeah.
Or low self-worth. And that's why I say it's not working, it's not going to work trying to think that you've got to help everyone before you help you.
Yeah.
And I show that clearly, so then people are waking up a little.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go straight over to that correction.
Okay.
Go to my book where I've got it tagged. I go to the Spirit, and the first correction or second correction is negative energy. So we've got to find out what it is and who it was from. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 to 39. 1 to 10, 20, 21, 22. Looking at 20. Infection energy. So it's more like a toxic energy that's overtaken you, and it could be part of your tiredness. Some sort of something that's... All right. And where is it stored? The area it's stored is neck, liver, solar plexus, large joint, heart, kidneys, large, small, spleen. Spinal cord. Spinal cord's to do with the nervous system. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of that's where all the nerves run. So this will be really interesting for you. Now we find out who. So what I can to find out who, male, it's a female. I can do an age. I can go back and count back. See how 38, 30, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. So it's taken me back to 12. So you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking there's a girl at that school that has kind of made her mark on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does anyone come to mind?
Yep. Caitlin.
Okay.
She was horrible.
Yeah. And that's normally, yeah. So what happens is when I take this out and you feel better, you go, oh, you actually won't have that physical or emotional reaction when you think of her.
Yeah.
So let's do it. This will be good. This is probably the root of that nervousness.
Okay.
And you probably not stay in your power. This will have something to do with it. Request divine permission and protection to commence the release of negative energies, healing, access the source, primordial sun, galactic sun, local stars, and planets. I need an energy shift on that. Access all spontaneous healing forces and access points in the head, torso, pelvis, and feet. I now request the powers of divine light, divine blessings, divine healings, and divine source to safely release and detach, remove and disconnect all contamination energies, infection energies, all infection energies that were given by Caitlin that are stored in Susan's spinal cord to be purified, cleansed, and dissolved from Susan in this moment of time forever after. Now wait for an energy shift. I now open the sources for the Sephiric energy sources and close down all entry points of the origin of the cliff off energy sources, including the medium detritus, negative thought forms, and hidden traps. Energy shift on that one. I now seal and send white light of love and blessings to whom it came from. Okay. Now I want you to say, I, Susan, am now safe and protected.
I, Susan, am now safe and protected.
Through divine protection.
Through divine protection.
And divine love.
And divine love.
And choose to attract.
And choose to attract.
Only positive and loving energies.
Only positive and loving energies.
To myself.
To myself.
From this point forward.
From this point forward.
I feel like it started to release something, but I really feel like we're just stirring something else up. Mm-hmm. What are you feeling?
I'd actually feel sort of more calm.
That's good.
Yeah.
When you think of her, does it feel less of like, oh.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Not that impact. Maybe I'm just hungry. I don't know, but I'm feeling like we've pulled that off, but we've got another layer, I'm sure, to go through as we go through this. Okay, so
you're right.
What's that?
I would say you're right.
Yeah. Now, let's go through the detail now. A, B, C detail. So C 1, 2, 15, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26. So what's 26? Go across. Programmed. So there's something programmed. So the information is programmed for the detail. So it's like probably got some programs running in you. So we'll go through now the aura light body matrix, and I'll see what's stored, what's out of balance in the aura. 1, emotional, mental, astral body, heart chakra, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6 relationships. Okay. So it's around relationships. Now let's see the intersecting chakra, earth, link, base, heart, thymus, healing power, immunity, high vibrations, allowance, life force, merging, energy, kundalini, gateway, flow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Allowance. Okay, allowance. Now, these words, sometimes we're not too sure exactly where they all fit, but they're elements underneath that chakra and elements underneath that astral body. All we do is have to pull them up. We don't have to really make too much sense, but allowance could be what you allow or not allow. I'm not too sure. It's just come up. Now we're going to go and do another ID pathway age. So 38, 38, 38, 38, 30, 38, 30, 2019, age 18. So I've got another age there, age 18. What do you recall that was happening in your life at age 18?
Age 18. I would have been studying childcare. Yeah, I would have been studying, yeah.
Okay,
So I
studying.
would have, yeah,
Okay, how did you like it?
not really.
Okay.
My mum,
Your mum wanted you to?
yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I was allowed to do that. I was allowed to do that. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so this is making sense of you sacrificing yourself
Yeah.
and what you want and giving away your power.
I wasn't allowed to. I had done dance from the age of 2.5 upwards to 16,
Yeah.
17, and I wanted to. My dance teacher said she she should go and study it. You know, she should make a career of herself for it. And I really, really wanted to do it. And Mum said no, I wasn't allowed to, because she didn't want me to have the life of a dancer, you know, because it can be quite hard. It can be very hard, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I remember losing my drive at that point. Yeah.
So your patterns are right there. And it would put you in a little overwhelm because you don't have that passion and hence your energy gone as well.
Yeah.
And doing something that's not your choice, really.
My mum was a teacher too.
Was she?
Yeah.
A teacher of?
She was a high school teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why we have these people in our lives, because we've come through and our lessons are to change this, get your power back and stop sacrificing, and hence why we do get these challenges. And hence why they're really good for us, because if we don't get them, we stay the same and we don't really grow.
Yep.
So she helps you grow.
Yeah.
So I've got age 18 come up again. So we worked it out. Who, where, that was when you were studying. What. I'm going to look at the what. Oh, okay. The what was the disempowering, so we've worked out why. Let's look at why. 1, 2, 3, 4 negative energies, universal, personal growth. Hello. So it's given up. This is why. It's for your personal growth. How? And it's spiritual. It's on the spiritual side. It's your evolution of your spirit. Okay, so now I'm going to recycle. It's taking me back to stage 2 to recycle, which means that I think I know where I'm going. It's giving me the collect stage, taking me back to spirit. Always does. So let's see what you have to do. And again, negative energies. When you disempower yourself, you open yourself up for things to attach. I can see where we're going here too. So let's take something out there. We'll see what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 24, 23, 24. Okay, so it's just called a dragon type of energy. It's just words, I don't know. So, dragons are a little bit intimidating, aren't they? And where is it stored? Yes, it's stored somewhere. Neck, liver, solar plexus. Solar plexus. So there's an energy stored around. And you did mention digestive issues, so we're looking at around that area. And I know who it is, so I'm just going to take it out. Yeah, so I'll take it out. Request divine permission and protection to commence release of the negative energies healing. Access source, primordial sun, galactic sun, local stars and planets. Access all spontaneous healing forces and access points in the head, torso, pelvis and feet. I now request the powers of divine light, divine blessings, and divine healings, and divine source to safely release and detach and disconnect all dragon energies that are stored in Susan's solar plexus. I don't have to actually say, it says given by, I don't actually have to put the name in. I already know. I can bypass it if the intention is there. To be purified, cleansed, and dissolved from Susan in this moment of time from after. I now open the sources of the Sephiric energy sources and close down all entry points of the origin of the cliff-off energy source, including the medium detritus, negative thought forms, and hidden traps. I now seal and send white light of love and blessings to whom it came from. Okay, I want you to say, I, Susan, am now safe and protected.
I, Susan, am now safe and protected.
Through divine protection.
Through divine protection.
And divine love.
And divine love.
And choose to attract.
And choose to attract.
Only positive and loving energies.
Only positive and loving energies.
to myself
to myself
from this point forward.
from this point forward.
Now, sometimes you can add your own words in those phrases, like I could have said to Susan, and choose to attract only positive, nurturing. I could have added some words because she sacrifices, so we could have added nurturing. So you can ad lib and add your own words. Now, just while that's releasing, I just feel to put my hands here to be the channel for it to calm that stomach area down and bring back her power in that chakra. Okay, it's feeling good. Did you feel anything in that at all?
Yeah, I've had a bit of period pain before, but that's
Okay.
actually
Shifted.
Yeah. Mm.
Lovely. All is good. Now, for Susan, okay, because we're doing the power and so forth, I'm just going to go again intuitively to the corrections in spirit which empower her. I feel to do, of course, back here, awakening healing, and then we'll go to the empowering one. Okay, now it's always good to ask the client if it's okay, and everyone usually says yes, but you never know. I'm going to call in from the Akashic Records your skills, abilities, powers, and all that.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, okay. So you're okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
I now request the powers of divine light, divine blessings, and divine source to access and download from Susan's Akashic Records her talents, skills, lessons, gifts, wisdom, abilities, knowledge, attributes, spiritual powers. I now confirm that these gifts, talents, and powers have been accessed from the Akashic Records to assist Susan's progression to reach her full potential. I need you to say, I, Susan, now choose to reclaim my talents,
I, Susan, now choose to reclaim my talents,
skills, and abilities
skills and abilities
from the Akashic Records
from the Akashic Records
that would best serve my life purpose.
that would best serve my life purpose.
I'm open to receive
I'm open to receive
and accept this knowledge,
and accept this knowledge,
lessons and understandings
lessons and understandings
that are necessary
that are necessary
for this awakening to occur.
for this awakening to occur.
There it goes. Beautiful. And now I want to power source activation, definitely one for someone that needs to stand in their power. I now request for Susan to safely access universal source energies through the pathways of Kita, Shokma, Bina, chest, Gabura, Tiparath, Nesaj, Hod, Yesod, and Malkuth. I now confirm that Susan's power sources from the Tree of Life are now activated. Beautiful. Now, you've heard me go through this. Now, what correction would you do now? There's one correction that's pretty obvious that we need to do. And have you thought of it? Sacrifice. Get rid of the sacrifice vow that Susan has made at some point, at some time, on some level, to sacrifice herself. And that's in the emotions. So we're going to take that one off her. That will stop her feeling compelled to do it, even though she knows she doesn't want to do it, yeah? You go, why did I just do that? Do you say that?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I just agree? So this one takes away you feeling compelled, and it often takes away people wanting to ask you.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I want you to say, let's have a look. All right, ask how the client would change the future ID age. We can ID age for Susan on this one. 38, 30, 20, 20, no, 19, 18. So there's 18. So 18 was a time where she really, it's like totally almost like agreed. Then this is what I'll agree to. Sacrifice what I really want for someone else's fears maybe or whatever. And that's kind of when it was programmed in. It was like locked in. I want you to say, I, Susan, choose to safely release.
I, Susan, choose to safely release.
Or sacrifice cords.
Or sacrifice cords.
Beliefs.
Beliefs.
Habits.
Habits.
Rituals.
Rituals.
Debts.
Debts.
And feelings of guilt.
And feelings of guilt.
That are not reflecting my divine worth.
That are not reflecting my divine worth.
I choose to know.
I choose to know.
That my self-worth.
That my self-worth.
Is not dependent on.
Is not dependent on.
Sacrificing myself.
Sacrificing myself.
I choose to free myself.
I choose to free myself.
From these negative connections.
From these negative connections.
It is my gift.
It is my gift.
To be and live in my power.
To be and live in my power.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to shake this out for Susan. I'm going to just move it out. I really want to make sure it's out. So I'm going to physically go to her feet, shake it up. You won't see me in the camera. But you just take nice deep breaths as we shake this out for you. Just sometimes do a little tap around the chest. I want to shake that once more. It's still needing another boost. It's coming up. Breathing deeply. Now that I released doing yawning, I know when it's gone. We need to raise vibrations, raise Susan's, raise mine. It's just something I say, it's just something intuitively comes to me, or to shift the vibration so this can go. I'm going to shake that once more. Getting close. Shake your hands out as well, just give them a shake. Okay, now I feel like we've opened the gap for it to be released. I feel like there's something releasing. Yeah, okay. So now I feel like something's shifting in that. What do you feel?
I felt quite, not nauseous, but very lightheaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's happening now?
And I almost panicked.
Oh, did
trying
you?
to catch my breath.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. But
How's it feeling? What's happening?
I feel lighter. I feel lighter. I just feel more calm.
Okay. Do you feel any tension anywhere?
No.
Okay. I feel like it's still releasing. I mean, it has released, but I'm just feeling like there's still this release that may even happen over the next day, 2 days.
Yep.
because it's still coming up, feeling like I'm getting bits of it out. Now that's a better one. That's a better release. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the aura cleanse on Susan using the release oil. Just take it over the first layer. Good. Now we'll go back to the protocol, which we've done the corrections. Done a couple of corrections there. Now I'm going to do the DNA, request healing sound frequencies to reconnect and realign DNA, RNA, chromosomes, wormholes, nucleotides, hypercommunication. Good. Now close the case. I now request that purifying cleansing take place through allowing white to gold cleansing light to clean and dissolve all negative energies and negative attachments. From Susan. Myself, this room, this building, this surrounding area, anyone or anything affected by this healing. And that's another release right there. I now close down all harmful pathways, portals, gateways, channels and accesses to other realities and dimensions. I now confirm I now confirm that the etheric, astral, mental and causal bodies are all cleansed, strengthened, and all Sephiric healing forces are now activated. I ask that angels pour blessings upon Susan for all the things she stands in need of, that angels guide and protect her and lead her on a path of empowerment and full potential, that healing may continue throughout this time, and that Susan may always know she is of divine worth. And now confirm these requests have taken place and this healing is complete. Okay, so we've completed that with Susan. Often after I've done a healing like that, and if someone has had some issues with a person or a situation, then I get them to stand up, and then we will do like tests to see how much they stand in their power with that. So Susan, if you would like to, I'll get you some water and stand up there. Okay, so what we'll do now is if you just stand with your feet slightly apart, face that way. Now you said there was something at work, a little bit of disempowering going on there. So I want you to now be like an oak tree, powerful. Feel self-centered. Take your power back, so whatever's happening around you, you don't end up a pushover. Come on, let's get you nice and centered. Let's bring the energies of up that tree up and know that you're of divine worth and that nothing is going to affect you and that you deserve to be treated with respect, and you're letting go those old patterns of people perhaps putting you second like you've been doing. You really realise you've just been getting what you've been sort of asking for by doing things, by putting yourself second. You recognise that, so that's gone. You don't no longer need to do that. Your sacrifice, that's it, your power. Whoa. You no longer need to do that, and other people will recognise that. They recognise this new power within you. And that's that encase you with this powerful energy of the tree. Great. Okay, so just have a seat here. So tell me, how was that for you?
Good, really good. Yeah. I definitely feel more clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel very. It's hard to explain. I just feel very clear, very light.
Right. Do you have any anxiousness?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like all nice and released?
Nice and calm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I feel serene. That's the word. Yeah.
all right. So why don't we check the clicky knee?
Yes. Okay.
So do your thing.
All right.
Okay. Oh, there it goes. Oh. I wonder what that is. That's really clicky. Is that normal?
The chiro, I never had it before, and the chiro did something to my hips, and then after that...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just pull that one off before you go.
Yeah.
Because I want to see that one go. So, but basically, the other bit's good. Okay, so we've just done the case study for Susan, and I checked. She said she had the clicky knees, which you heard when she moved down. I've just done a couple of other corrections. I went back into Spirit. I removed some negative energies from a few people, and now Susan's going to show us what that does for her. Was clicky, and now not clicky. Yeah, but they should. It's releasing, so they should disappear.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, they're releasing. A little bit.
Oh.
Okay. So cool. Give me 5 or give me 10. There you go. All is good.